I am Joseph Kim. Christ-centered, character-driven means that you live for Christ and you base your character on Him. My favorite thing about PAA is probably basketball, chapel, and just the teachers.
We want Christ to be the center of absolutely everything that we do. And so whether that's, something that we're doing here in the chapel, or if it's in a classroom, on the basketball court, we want our students to be honoring God.
It's really important for my son to have teachers who understand the value of that as his life is kind of molding.
Just because we go to private school doesn't mean we're all Adventists.
We have a lot of students that come to PA from many different denominations, and they've found it to be a place where they can really resonate and they can be supported in their faith, as well as being exposed to an environment with solid Christian values that are being taught.
I just really appreciate our Bible teacher letting us talk about our differences, and he doesn't tell us that you can't do this to be a Christian or to go here. He lets us have our own opinions about God, and that really helps us draw into God and not push God away.
They feel stronger in their beliefs because they've been allowed to ask the questions that are on their heart.
I like the broad spectrum of types of service that they encourage kids to do, whether it be overseas or short-term mission trips or doing praise and worship.
And I think that's great that the school is setting up ways for the kids to think about others and how to help them.
Our students were asking the question, how can we respond to some of the crises that people have been facing here in Oregon? Two students, just out of their own desire to see something happen, organized this thing with their classmates, and we ended up taking about 16 people out and working for a day in Vernonia.
Some of us helped with donations, and at the donation center helped organize everything. Others went and called people and saw what their insurance needed and tried to help. It showed me how you could lose everything so fast and how people can come from anywhere and help out.
They're showing the very traits that we want to see instilled in students.
And then we came home.
It's a good Christian environment, and that's what we have really looked for a family, is a good, positive Christian environment.
Christ-centered, character-driven is why I'm here. It's why my parents sent me to school here, and it's why I have my children here.
They really push you to develop your character in Christ's likeness.
The people here at PAA, especially the teachers and the staff, they're so spiritual, every one of them, and they really help you grow in your own spirituality, and they are so centered around helping you achieve whatever it is you want to do. Every Wednesday we have an hour-long chapel, and we get to sing songs, and we have a speaker, and it's a nice break in the middle of the week that we can kind of just relax and remember why we're here at a Christian school.
No matter what classroom you're in, you're there with a teacher who's seeking on a daily basis to have a relationship with Jesus, and who's reaching out and caring about students in a spiritual way.
Christ-centered, character-driven, that's the purpose of life for me.
PAA has always tried to reach for excellence. We took the state championship with the band 9 times. We placed in the top 3 in choir numerous times. We're very fortunate to have a very fine guitar teacher who is a professional recording artist himself. He teaches a lot of theory. He expects great things from them.
It's really fun. We learn a whole lot. The teacher is awesome. I also am involved with the worship band that plays in our chapels. I've not only grown with guitar skills, but I have grown in the way that he teaches you to push yourself in a whole lot of things, whether that be guitar or in life or anything.
We also have a recording studio, and they learn both the technical side and the performing side of making their own recordings. We also have the steel drums. We played at the Blazer game one time, and we get lots of invitations to go with the steel drums.
If you're interested in art, there's some interesting things that you can take, like the drawing and painting and ceramics and metals.
Favorite thing about PA are the people and sports. People get along pretty well here, so it's a warm environment. I'm a freshman. I play basketball on JV and I swing on varsity, and it's just fun. It's my favorite sport. I love it.
I'm an alumni of PAA, and I'm a parent of 2 students at PAA, and I am a teacher at PAA.
Very proud of my son. He works really hard and tries really hard, and I hope he is also always a good example for the rest of his teammates and people that are watching.
The climbing club has been here for quite a few years, and we started by going down to Portland Rock Gym, and then we built our own bouldering gym here. It's one of the larger bouldering gyms in the state of Oregon.
I want what I teach them to be things that will stay with them when they're my age and beyond, and I hope to inspire them to be all that they can be. That's my goal.
Our students realize that they are living in a very, very competitive world. For them to be able to get the better jobs, they've got to have a good education. And so it's my job to be able to help them to get ready for college so that when they get there, they will be successful.
I think that we motivate students to seek challenges beyond the norm. We teach our students to become creative, original thinkers.
What I love about PAA is that the staff has time to communicate with us if we have questions about grades or assignments.
I want students to feel comfortable in my classroom to express their opinions, to explore their opinions and explore their place in the world and realize they're not the center of the universe, and yet we have a great impact on it.
It's like I'm actually learning from what she's teaching me about not just English, but about life and other things.
The study of DNA is so much on the forefront of the news and research that's current all over the world. Tomorrow we're going to be extracting DNA, and students will be able to go home and take a sample of their own DNA from their own cells and show their parents. So these are things that most high schools are not doing.
Computer sciences are very important to my husband, and we have an excellent Mac lab, computer lab, you know, Moodle and the smart boards.
We have some PCs, we have some Linux, and we have some Macs. We have Mr. Smith teaching us like stuff on Windows and how to really excel in like a business workplace. And then we have Mr. Coy teaching us how to create creative stuff.
A very exciting class, for me to teach especially, is philosophy and ethics. We look at different philosophies of the world in history, in a Christian context, and then we look at our ethical application of those philosophies as we live today in this age, in this community.
It's amazing to have watched the line of the SAT. We are 38 points higher than the Oregon scores and 58 points higher than the U.S. scores.
You would have to look hard to find a better program as well balanced as we have, with the closeness of the kids, the family atmosphere, the teachers who really care about the kids. You'd look a long ways to find a better curriculum for a school our size.
My experience here is worth everything. I can't imagine going to any other school, not having the relationships that I have or the possibilities that I have to do with my life.
It costs money, but the rewards are just fantastic.
It's fun, teachers are great, you can make friends easy.
It's a good school, you should come here.